So hello guys, welcome back to my channel once again. So last video I have explained about interpolation and extrapolation. So in this video next I am going to explain about this ATT, that is Admiralty Tide Tables, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. Okay, I will be going to explain the difference between volume 1 and volume 2 and volume 3. Okay, so come let's talk about. Okay, so now we can start with Admiralty Tide Tables, Volume 1, 2, and 3, 1992. Okay, for your MMD exam, you have to use this tide table 1992, and you can carry your tide table with you during your exam. If suppose means the invigilator is saying, okay, you can take your tide tables, that time you can take. Okay, otherwise, they will be provided from the examination. So we can start the difference. Okay, so first now I am going to start with volume 1. Okay, volume 1, this is the first page for the volume 1, and here you cannot find the page numbers in orderly because they have only selected pages in this table. Okay, only they choose some pages from the table and they make a table. And okay, from this I start with, this is the standard port. This is the standard port. Okay, so this is the standard port for the volume 1, and for volume 1 you have different graphs because you have separate graph for each standard port. For Dover you have a graph for means for the port like this. For Sheerness means England East Coast, you have a different graph which is exactly different from the Dover. If you go the next port, you will have the next that Liverpool. You have another graph. So this is the one different for this volume 1 standard ports. And if for exam normally they will not ask you to find this standard port and find the values. Okay, because it's easy. Now we are going to explain about the secondary port for volume 1. Okay, so before finding the secondary port, you cannot just go here and start reading, right? So the easiest way for you, you have index. Okay, for each volume you have a index called geographical index, and which is given like an alphabetic order. Okay, A, B, C, D. So you have to come here. If you get a question, suppose in question they may give you port number, they may give you which volume, then it will be easy for you. Okay, so till this yellow page you have your volume 1 secondary port index. Okay, so whichever port they have given, you have to first go and find out. Okay, for suppose I I will be taking one port for secondary port somewhat. Okay, let's take this for uh, Annan water food. Okay, that is port number is 426. So you have to go here. And one more thing, you don't go for this harmonic constant. Okay, you will find the same thing. The difference is you will find F4, capital F4. You don't need this page. Okay, this harmonic constant you will do in your face. That means your chief mate. So we need this. Okay, we need this. So I told you I have found this 426. Okay, 426. Then you have to go in your, this is called traditional page. So you have to find for 426. Okay, here also it's given like a sequence number. Okay, 81, 72. It's like an order. So we have to check for 426. So your 426 will come here. Okay, see 426 and then water foot. Okay, this is your secondary port, and you go to your secondary port, and for an foot you need a standard port, and that standard port is Liverpool. So while calculating for the secondary port, you have to first give this standard port timings and this tides. After that you have to check for, okay, you have this what high water, low water, that is your this zone time. With this zone time you will be putting your NN water foot. Then you have your MHWS, MHWN, that is mean high water spring, mean high water neap, mean low water neap, mean low water spring. So you will be taking this. So you have to take for Liverpool. Okay, you don't take for this green note. You have to take for Liverpool. Why? Because NN water foot comes under the standard port Liverpool. So this calculation and how to find I will be doing in the other video. I am just saying that you have to come in Waterford and you have to find your standard port. You have to go your standard port page and find for Liverpool. Okay. So this is the thing for volume one type table. Volume one, the thing is that for each standard port you have each graph. Now we are coming to volume 2. Okay. Here volume 2 you have the index of standard ports. Okay. So this is the index for standard ports. From you can find the figure out. If you go for volume 3 you will get having one pink color. Okay. This differentiate that you are in volume 3. Okay. This yellow for volume 2. And when you come to volume 2 you have only one graph. Okay. You have only this graph. In this graph you have to find for all ports. Coming to standard ports you would be having like this. Okay, the same like volume 1. Here the standard ports. Next we will be going for the same like volume 2 is also having the index. Okay, the same index like the geographical index which is in an alphabetic order. You have to find the port number, go here in the traditional page, find whichever port. Here the difference is only you have to check for the time zone is like mean high water, mean low water. Suppose I will take Bahia di Bata and which is having minus 0052 and minus 005, and while means doing calculation we will take the Boni town as the standard port. Okay, for this Bahia D Bata, and you have to take the standard port values. You have to means if here it's subtract means here it's negative, so we have to subtract with high waters and subtract with low water with this time zone, and we have to write out this mean high water spring. And normally for both volume 1 and volume 2 secondary ports you have to do the height correction. For height correction for this volume 1, volume 2, volume 3 will be almost same. The thing is that you have to find one more thing, that is the seasonal correction. Okay, for volume 1 also there is seasonal correction. Sorry I missed out to figure it out, but the same like if I got this Bahia di Bata 3698. So 3698 you can either the seasonal correction will come here or come here. Okay, 3698 will come here. 3698 3698 will come between this. See, 3662 to 3709. So in between 3698 will come. So for the seasonal currency, for January it's 0, February it's 0, for March, April, for May, till May it's 0. From June it is minus 0.1. So you have to take this also as a consideration while doing your height correction. For height correction only we will take this seasonal change, that will be explained while doing one question. Okay. So this is only in volume 2, and coming to volume 3, this is the pink color page which you will get a idea of the standard ports. This indicates only the standard ports. The same like volume 2 you have to go your last page, means that your index, geographical index, you have to find out like means like your alphabetical order. Then you go to your we will be having one graph same. Volume 2 and volume 3 are exactly same. The difference is means the ports are separated. That's the only difference. The entire thing, the other rest of the things will be the graph, the way we have to do the questions, all are like same. So this is the standard port table. So if you have, this is the traditional page for secondary port. So if you have any, if you want to find out anything, you have to go. Suppose for I'm taking this Coconut Island. So for Coconut Island, the standard. So for Coconut Island, your standard port is Twin Island. Same like you here you have high you have to take for Coconut Island, you have to take minus 0113, low water minus 0108. For this mean high water mean this you have to take whatever values are given, you have to take. Okay, nothing much complicated. The difference is like volume 2 and volume 3 time correction will be easy. Okay, compared with volume 1 your time correction will be easy, and your height correction is same for volume 1 and volume 2 same, no difference. But in volume 1 your time correction is little bit not difficult, it will take time to do, like it's like a extra thing that you're doing because you have to do an extra thing for each timing. That is why people find difficult in volume 1 secondary. So next we will be going to a question which is on volume 2 and volume 3 secondary report. After doing that, I will be going directly to volume 1 secondary report. If you try to figure it out these questions and try to do, you definitely you will find easy in types. And one thing, if I start to do, you have to get your timetable with you, one paper, pencil, scale, whatever you need, just keep with you, so that when I try to do one example or question, you have to just go with my means whatever I am trying to say, you just find out yourself and start doing yourself, so that you will not find. Just by seeing video, you will not understand anything. So better keep everything ready.